So, great pleasure to be speaking with Nikki and John. You are both members of u3a. Now, some people might not know what u3a stands for.
I mean, technically, it stands for the University of the Third Age. That's what u3a really stands for, and that's what it was always called. But I think I can ask John to sort of back me up on this. I think we're in the process of trying to change that image a little bit, because the word university has, I suppose, connotations to people about learning,
yes,
which means that possibly they might think, that means I've got to sort of do a test and do a bit of assessment and all that sort of thing, and that might be a little bit off-putting. So we've got a sort of newish strapline, which is learn, laugh and live. So that is to get across the idea that yes, learning does take place, because ideally learning takes place all the time, whatever age we are, but it is not learning in the sense that a lot of people remember, at school I had to learn this and I had to remember that and I had to take an exam about that. So
yes,
to get back to your question, it does stand for the University of the Third Age, but it is about type of learning that is fun and is engaging and is meeting new people, and not about...
Yes, I understand. So it's really about sharing, isn't it? Giving back. I mean, that's part of it, isn't it?
It's a shared experience. I think that's it. And it's all about keeping the body and the mind active.
Yes.
I think that our parents retired, and basically that was the end of it. But I think we're younger in spirit than our parents were. And the u3a gives people an opportunity to keep learning if they want, but to keep active as well.
Yeah. So is it a minimum?
It isn't simply about studying. It's about taking part and meeting people and enjoying life, basically.
So is there kind of like a minimum age before you can join?
No, there's no minimum age. It's people who are no longer in work, semi-retired, maybe have brought up a family and now they have time to spare. So we're quite an inclusive organisation, I think.
Yes. So what drew you to u3a, Nikki? What was the attraction for you?
Well, I haven't been in the area that long. I guess we came here in late 18. I'd known of the u3a for many years and never quite had the opportunity to sort of engage with it. And both me and my husband said, right, this is the opportunity now to get going with this. So yeah, it was interest. There were lots of groups that interested me, and the idea of meeting new people. It was a good way to get to know people. So that was a good impact on that. Yeah.
Okay, John, how
about rather like Nikki, I came to Evesham from a city that I'd lived in for 70 years. And I knew a lot of people. It was a strange experience to arrive in this part of the country and walk through the town and not be known. I was anonymous, which was an unusual experience for me. And the u3a has provided me such an opportunity, as Nikki said, to meet people, to join in. And one thing leads to another. You join a group and you meet somebody and they introduce you to somebody else. And suddenly you have not just a u3a life, but a social life as well. It's a great introduction to an area.
Okay. So what subjects interest you, Nikki, in particular?
Oh, well, what am I part of? I'm part of a Tai Chi group, which is very good. That's very good for both mental and physical health. I am part of a Shakespeare group, which is very interesting for me. Again, that's something I'm coming back to. I had very early experiences of Shakespeare, and it's nice to come back and revisit some of the plays and read them and take part. I'm part of a walking group, which is very lively, and that's another aspect of the fitness, and great sort of social chats go on the walk, and mindfulness. I'm a part of a mindfulness group as well, which is, so I think it's quite a diverse. I think we've got over 80 groups, I think, John, haven't we?
We have, covering both study and relaxation. So I mean, I'm a member of a quiz group, a group called Traveller's Tales. So we ask people who've got interesting stories to come and talk to us and share those with us. Natural history group, we go up on nature walks, bird watching, listening to music. So sharing music with people, learning about new types of music, new tracks, new genres of music that I hadn't come across before.
Yes, so that's your, and then what about giving back? I mean, do you have any particular skills that you've been able to give back to the group in your area?
I've traveled a lot, so that's one thing. So I've been able to share my experiences with other people and this is what the u3a is actually all about. It's a shared learning experience. So I've started this natural history group where we go out on rambles in the countryside. Some people know some things, some people know others, and so by going out and by talking to people, you learn things, but you also help people by sharing the experiences and the knowledge that you have. I think that's one of the essences of the u3a.
Okay, Nikki.
Yeah, so I agree with that. It's quite a sort of a bit of a hodgepodge in my case. I wouldn't say I'm a particular specialist, but I do enjoy contributing, to the various groups. As I said, I do have a fairly sort of good background in Shakespeare and can sort of discuss that. And then I've got quite a lot to bring to the mindfulness group. And I mean, in terms of the walking group, well, there's all sorts of conversations go on as you're walking along. It's so yeah, there's a lot to bring, and it's surprising how much you can offer once you sort of get going and
get to know people as well.
Get to know people, exactly. Yeah.
The trust factor comes into its own then, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think one of the things about both Nikki and I, that when you gain something in organisation, you want to put something back into it. And we're both on the committee which organises events and helps to keep the u3a going. And I think that's an important thing. If you're enjoying an organisation and you get something from it, it's important to put something back. And that's my philosophy, and probably Nikki's as well, I would think.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. Yeah, so we both contribute in that way.
Yeah. So if someone wants to join, they're listening to this conversation now. Of course they've got. How would they go about joining? Presumably there's somewhere local to them, even more local, say, than Evesham is.
I just happen to be the membership secretary of the local.
Oh, that's handy.
Not the right person here.
There's handy.
I think the thing to emphasise as well is that I mean, there are over 1,000 u3as around the country. They're all regionally based. So wherever you live, you will have a u3a somewhere in your area.
Yes.
I think the easiest thing to do in terms of joining Evesham u3a, or indeed any u3a, they will have websites. Go on to the website.
Yes.
There'll be a section there about joining. You can download an application form. There'll be an address to which it should be sent.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that other u3as would have the same
one in Oldham
same
as
system.
well, just up the road, as it were. So there's a lot locally, I'm quite sure.
Evesham u3a has a Facebook page as well, just to add that.
You see?
Facebook
not anonymous after all. Not anonymous. No. Out there on Facebook. There you are.
Out there. Yeah.
So now, how about some musical choices? I think I gave you a bit of a choice here. So who's going to go first?
Go on, Nikki.
Go on, Nikki. Go on.
Wow, goodness me, this was it's a hard one, isn't it, to choose two? My goodness me. Well, I've chosen number one is the Pointer Sisters, Jump.
Oh.
my first one.
Yep.
Because you can get up and jump around to that.
Yep.
Wherever you are, doesn't matter, in the supermarket, in your group, wherever it is, it's just a feel good music.
Yep.
And the other one is Prokofiev, and it's the Piano Concerto No. 1.
Oh. There we are now. That'll give us something to search out and play. Any particular performance in the Piano Concerto, or is that anybody?
Oh, I don't.
You weren't thinking of anybody in particular playing?
No, I don't think so. No, I think they'll all be pretty good. I should think.
I'm sure they will.
They'll all know what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, I believe that's true. I believe that to be true.
Well, they'll know.
So
Know the right notes.
So
They'll play all the right notes in the right order.
right order, yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Sense of humour is necessary as well as you get older. So that's the Pointer Sisters and Jump and Prokofiev's Piano Concerto No. 1. Okay.
That's right. Good. Thank you very much.
Okay. How about you, John?
Well, the first one is The Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
The couple of versions. The one that I prefer is by Lee Greenwood.
Lee Greenwood.
If not Bette Midler, but Lee Greenwood is the preferred version.
I think Bette Midler was the original.
I think Lee Greenwood was the original, and then Bette Midler recorded it, I think. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So Lee Green. Right. Okay. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. No matter.
I think that the reason I chose that, I was looking for something that might have been appropriate to the U3A and what we do.
Yeah.
And I think The Wind Beneath My Wings, obviously the song is about a person, but I also think it could be used to describe people. So, there are lots of big names, things that go on, but behind organizations, behind people, are a number of people working away and not having the glory or the recognition that they deserve. So,
The Wind Beneath the Wings. Yeah. Very good.
And the other one is One Day Like This by Elbow. I won't sing it for you, but if you listen to it, it's quite inspirational. It's one day like this a year would see me right. So it's all about, this is fantastic. There may be days that aren't fantastic, but if we concentrate on the ones that are, everything's going to be okay.
Good. Well, they're good choices. So there we are. So it's been a delight to speak with you both. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us on NCCR, North Cotswolds Community Radio. This program is In the Cooler, and we'll be putting that out this Friday, 7 till 9. So there you go. And then it'll be available on Mixcloud for several weeks thereafter. So I'll send you the links.
If you could. I find that my family are saying, when's it going to be on? When's it going to be on? You're a hero, you see. You're a hero. Usually, I should probably not tell. Facebook page to share it as well. So so that'll get it out again. You see. So we're quite happy with that. So there you go. So Nicky Neal and John Boone, thank you very much indeed for speaking with us here on In the Cooler, and hopefully we might even meet sometime. You never know.
Well, Peter, thank you very much. We've thoroughly enjoyed it, and thank you very much for having us on.
Pleasure.
Yes, thank you. And you could always join the U3A locally in Evesham.
Yeah, indeed, I could. Thank you very much. Bye for now, both.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. That's great. Lovely. Appreciate that. Thank you.